What's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to the MPX Rehab. I am your host, the hashtag Certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always, the voice of the addicts.
Really?
Yes, I'm not letting you drop that.
Kyle Smith.
And this is our new format. We're going to be doing just the MPX review and preview here on MPX Rehab, and then make sure you stay tuned till about 8:30. We'll have Rehab After Dark, and anything goes after dark. But yeah, MPX's Predator and Prey was this last week, and it was a destructive night.
I think we found out who Predators were and who Prey was.
Yeah. Some of them weren't exactly what we thought, and others, well...
Everyone knew Mikey would die.
Yeah. Love you, Mikey, but yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. We all kind of saw that one coming.
You died very well.
Yes. But we started the night off with the MPX Addicts Championship match as the judge Jake Lindsay challenged the true hero Casey Clay, our MPX Addicts champion, for the belt. And this started a very bad night for the Sons of Mayhem.
Yeah, they Sons of Mayhem were on a little bit of a losing streak tonight.
Yeah.
But it was great. Every time we see the judge, he gets better and better, which is honestly kind of sickening for how little he's been in the business.
That is true. He said 10 months?
Yeah, 10 months. And it's just crazy how good he gets every time. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh, yeah, tweak this, tweak that. And then pretty soon it's going to be, oh, no, you're no notes, you're fine. It's amazing. I love how in a world of big men, he is establishing himself as one of the biggest for the simple fact that watch his matches, he hardly gets taken off his feet.
That is
true.
And
I love that because that is the way a big guy his size should be.
That is absolutely true. There was only really one obvious flub through the whole match, and that was just, people were out of place, didn't get as far as they needed to get.
Yeah.
And I got to say, that one was played off really, really well.
Yeah, it was. And then again, just having Casey and seeing him embrace, and also looks like he's having fun enjoying this face roll and how well he's taken to it, because that was something we were always worried about. Is when he was with the tag, it was all right.
Yeah.
And then
there wasn't a whole lot of character to that Casey Clay.
And his heel work was just so great. It was like, holy crap, he's an amazing heel.
Yeah.
And to see him kind of embrace and be so good as a face, it's amazing to see his development as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match was great. Like you said, one flub, but they covered well. Having, Red and Nick out there was also really good to see that interaction. Because again, that's one thing I like about the Sons of Mayhem is they are the true faction where they are always together. You're not fighting just one of them. You're fighting 2, 3 if they're all there. So I do like how they keep that going.
And honestly, it's like it helped build what was going to be happening throughout the night, because as Casey Clay got the very surprising win with that top turnbuckle moonsault. Holy crap, that was beautiful.
Yep.
It's like Jake looking like he was about ready to tear things apart. Red being angry just in general, because once again, this is another moment where the Sons of Mayhem tried for a belt, and
yeah, it's when is the last time we saw Sons of Mayhem win? It's been a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
And
it's like they've been in a lot of triple threats where they haven't exactly lost. They weren't the ones who took the pin, but the last time they've had singles matches, it's just kind of a losing streak for them. But yeah, that just built, like I said, that was the start of a really good story throughout the entire show, and it led to a hell of a payoff at the end of it. But we'll get to that in a bit. For the second match, we had a return as Bane Bailey, the Weapon, came back to MPX.
Very, very different Bane Bailey.
For one, the gear wasn't so drab and kind of one note. I liked it. I liked his new gear.
I guess. I don't know. I'm giving it a chance to see how it works. Bane, again, I like my big monsters to be heels and be monster heels. And we always could have had that with Bane, but we never really got that because he was stuck in a tag team. And again, like we're kind of talking with Casey, you don't really see the development in tag teams as much as you do single.
Yeah.
So I was really hoping when he came back, he was going to be heel and we could see kind of that monster in him that we never really got to see.
I'll be perfectly honest. There's two things that keep Bane from being a true heel, especially at MPX. One, he's pretty.
The front row girls?
Yeah. He's a pretty man. So in addition to being big and powerful. So, you know, it's hard for, especially, like I said, the front row girls to really boo him.
Yeah.
Also, he's got that Captain America shield tattoo on his chest. I have a hard time with that one, but I'm a big, huge Captain America mark. So
yeah, but he was part of Hydra, so you know.
No.
Yeah, he was.
That was the worst fucking story.
No, it was great. Shit. Captain America and Hydra was great. But no, that's the thing is seeing Bane come out and. I mean, getting that reaction, I'm like, okay, yeah, obviously, let's see what happens in the match. I was like, oh, no, he's full on face.
And he took on Levi Lucas, who is, playing up the heel and everything. And actually, that really worked for him, too. I was actually really impressed. I was kind of wondering, how is Levi going to make it believable that he has a chance against someone like Bane Bailey?
Yeah.
But he did it just right. He used the fact that he is the heel to play it up that, he's going to be underhanded. He's going to do stuff that a face wouldn't do.
Well, and that's what everybody should do against big men like that. Take out the knee.
Yeah.
Go for the legs. Chop down the tree.
Did good with that, too.
Yeah, so everything about that was great. The match was a little rough in a lot of places. It was one of those that did.
I think
it seemed a little long. I don't know. Like, granted, I don't know time. I just know as watching it, it seemed a little long. But again, that's also probably an experience with these two working together. The chemistry was off.
I think Levi is still fairly new.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how new he is, but yeah, it's like I think he's still in his rookie year.
Yep.
So being a little bit green, not everybody is Casey Clay or Jacob.
No.
It's like not everybody is Rook.
No.
It's like
no. That's
there are those rookies who come in and they are absolutely fantastic right out of the gate. Others, yeah, it does take a little while. It takes some time
and
to
it's
build.
Like I said, I like both of them. I would love to see both of them again. It's not something I'm completely like, oh, nope, never want to see them again. They're horrible. They both, like I said, they did well. There's just a couple flubs here or there. I don't know. I guess it seemed kind of long because, again, like I said, Bane's a monster. Let's kind of book him like that. Like we'll talk about it later, but we've got the monster heel in Brick. Let's build up this monster face that we could have in Bane. So you can have those two bulls collide. That would be amazing. But let's see.
Bane isn't believable as an underdog.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing him again, especially, like I said, to kind of see more of his face development and also just in ring.
Yeah. And Bane Bailey coming away with the win on this one regardless. It was like you said, it was a good match. Seemed a little slow, seemed a little long, but other than that, it was really good. I really don't have a whole lot of complaints about it. After that, we had a match that this one, I think, out of the three of them with the Sons of Mayhem, this one had the most story to it.
Yes.
And Nasty Nick Nash taking on Stevie Hendricks. And this one brought back memories of 1-2-3 Kid and Razor Ramon.
A little bit, which is very weird because none of them are really a Kid, none of them are really Razor. But it did have that kind of atmosphere. I got more of a... when Kurt Angle used to throw out those 5-minute challenges, that's what I kind of got out of it because that's what we got. The second round, we got the 5-minute challenge. I thought I always enjoy Stevie, especially now that he's got the fro back. Never get rid of the fro. It's his atmosphere. It's his charisma. Like, you just feel it. He's one of those wrestlers, and some wrestlers do and some don't. Casey's kind of opposite. Casey comes out, and we know Casey. We like Casey.
Yeah.
But it's not like when Stevie comes out. I don't know if it's the music. I'm attributing more of it to him. Just when he's
his
there,
energy.
It's the energy, and he gets you to like just fall in love with him.
Yeah, I really can't see him as a heel at any point.
And it's the complete opposite with Nick. You absolutely hate that asshole.
Yeah, he exudes schoolyard bully, and I mean, of course, that's why you love him. But
well, yeah, of course, Nick is amazing. Just he
but,
needs to like Texas better.
Oh, by the way,
all.
I was informed that I must make sure to clarify that with the rematch, he did not lose. Nick Nash did not lose.
No, it was a draw.
He didn't win, that was the stipulation.
Yeah.
But he did not lose. It was a time draw.
He kissed his cousin, so that's no one wants that. But no, it was the first match itself was good. It was a little surprising because again, it's one of those. Stevie's an outsider, so you always think your homegrown talent is going to get the win.
Yeah.
Especially if we look at Stevie's history at MPX, he hadn't won a lot, if at all, actually.
He's won some.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was a good match, and then the second match, I think that was the better one, which is crazy because that was literally 5 minutes. There was a time limit.
I think it was the fact that the first one, they're like, okay, we just got to get through this so we can get to the next part. And the second one, they're like, okay, we're where we are supposed to be. Let's rock. And
I know a lot of people say it's probably his weakest part of wrestling in Red is being on the mic. I think Red did very well. Is it perfect? No. But he's getting better, and having him kind of control that and be that leader of Sons of Mayhem. Because, like, again, when you look at them, he's only a year in. Jake is only 10 months in. Nick is, maybe 8, because he's not too far behind Jake.
Yeah.
So having him be the vet of that group is kind of weird. But he did it well. And, again, he's that leader. Now,
honestly,
it is...
I think what they really need is they do need a manager. And I'm, just somebody who can be the mouthpiece until Red and Jake and Nick are able to pick it up and be, a lot more confident on the mic themselves.
But with what they're doing and with it being Sons of Mayhem, if it's not Stephen Kirby, I don't fucking want it. And let's be honest, that ain't happening.
That's true.
I think it's fine. Like I said, I think Red's doing well. He's getting better as far as like being the leader and controlling and being on the mic. It's great. I am very much looking forward to Saturday because all three of them together are amazing. They're good individually, but that group together is something special.
I don't remember. Have we seen all three of them together in a match? Or
in a match, I don't think so. It's always been either in Rumbles with 2 of them, or they've all been on the outside together. Yeah. In a match, I do not think we've had all 3 of them together.
Okay, I'm pretty sure somebody will come in and correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, no, but it's like the whole story here, it is actually just... It was building very nicely with this one.
And it was one of those, I was getting worried, though, because the way Red was. I was like, because you can see.
Oh, yeah, no,
you know what's going to happen. It's going to be, and this is just me, how I would do it. Granted, I'm not doing it for another year or so because I love this group and I think we could really build it and also build Jake up. He's going to snap on Red's going to snap, and then Jake's going to snap, and we're going to have that Shawn Diesel split. Yeah. That is what it's going to be. And then you can attach a rocket to Jake and fucking ride him because he's going to be a fucking star. What?
No.
That is a phrase.
I can see the grin starting on her face. I'm sorry.
That's an actual phrase.
I know that's an actual phrase.
Strap a rocket to their ass and ride them to the moon. It's a phrase.
But
yes, Jake is got the makings of a huge star if we build it right. And it right now MPX is. But I did for a split second, I was like, oh my God, they're splitting them already. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Especially because what I really want, I know it's expensive. We need Jake to get some type of Sons of Mayhem matching gear with Red and Nick too.
Can we at least get a logo for that jacket so that I can, it's just right now I'm just like, he keeps trying to pop the sign and I'm like, come on.
No, that's what Kirby did. He does the Kirby pose. That's what they do. Not popping the sign. It's the Kirby pose.
Yeah, but with Kirby it was different.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
These are his children. He willed that thing to him.
When you have one of them pointed at the crowd and the other 2 looking away, just like,
It is 3 people doing the one pose, okay? God. How do you not get that?
Yeah, but Red's always facing hard cam.
But yeah, the match, like I said, was good. I've always wanted to see Stevie more. But yeah, this definitely told and set up the best story for the night and for next week.
Honestly, if you look at it, the judge was Act 1, Nick was Act 2, and of course we had the Act 3 with Red later on. We'll definitely get to that. Then we had the triple threat match. We were supposed to have Dmitry Alexandrov taking on Christopher Hayden as his first defense. Unfortunately, Dmitry was not feeling well last weekend, so he couldn't make it. So I think the triple threat that got set up with this, with Legs, Hayden, and Red going in a triple threat, was a lot of fun because it's like getting to see Christopher Hayden wrestle again, because he's been elsewhere.
Love that man.
It was really great to see him. And obviously, Mr. Legs has the crowd behind him 100%.
Legs is, and he has been for a while, but he's probably the most over at MPX that we've had in a while.
He's one of the few that I would say is a pure face.
Oh yeah, he's the only pure face technically, I think. And it's it's crazy because this is something that never should have lasted. Yet he does it so well that's like, fuck, we can't get rid of it. It's amazing, and he does it so well, and the crowd's behind it. It's great. This is also one of those ones that, usually I'm the one that's like, oh, I want to see him face. I want to see him. No, Legs can never be heel.
This is a Ricky Steamboat kind of thing. You just cannot have him as
you can never turn him. And again, having great foils in Red and Hayden to work with was amazing.
Actually, that was another thing that was pretty amazing is the fact that you had Hayden. I don't know if Hayden's ever worked with either of them anywhere. I'm pretty sure he hasn't worked Legs because Legs only works MPX.
Yeah, I don't think he's worked with either one of them, and that's how good of a vet he is. It looked like he had. Like, the chemistry was there for all three of them, really.
Yeah. It didn't feel like it was a fight between two of the guys with the third one thrown in.
Right.
It actually felt like a triple threat match.
Exactly. It's great.
Legs almost gave Hayden a black eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Randy took a cheap shot, so.
Yeah, Legs is a pure baby face, but Randy's a tweener. He fights on Legs' side, so he's a tweener.
Yeah. But no, the match stuff was good. And again, it was one of those that it didn't feel thrown together. It didn't feel chaotic. It was a very well laid out triple threat. And yeah, it was kind of the demise of Sons of Mayhem, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's actually what it felt like. It's like after this, when the three of them were, especially when Red came out, and he's like, "No, I want you guys go to the back. I've got this."
Which again was very weird with the fact that he was already out there. Then we sent him back to just come back out. Like that's always weird to me. But yeah, no, the match itself, like I said, was good. It was very well laid out. It didn't seem like it was thrown together. At first, it kind of did because they took Hayden out really quick, and it was just Legs and Red. I'm like, oh, okay, so yeah, Hayden's just kind of there. But then no, Hayden got in there, and it's like, oh, okay, this is good.
And we got to see that father-son combat that you were talking, that you hinted at Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy. It's illegitimate son Red.
Yep. Which we'll get more into that one on a pre-recorded one later. But yeah, it's like with Legs actually pinning Red on this one. Yeah, that was what really sealed the deal with the story that brought the whole story to a crescendo with the 3 acts. And we're gonna see, after that. I mean, they had that vignette in which they challenged. They were so mad, and Red especially was about ready to just start laying into his own guys.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like, it was. I was very afraid, like a split second. I'm like, oh, they're splitting them way too early. But no, I agree. It's that tough love motivation that, I think is going to work, and we'll see it next week.
And the whole thing of we need a big win to get ourselves back on track. So they're going to challenge any 3 MPX contracted, which is very interesting terminology, MPX contracted wrestlers to take them on this coming Saturday. And I'm looking forward to that match. And not just because the Iron Belly's in it.
No, of course.
Not just because.
All you need now is Sebastian. That's your dream match.
But
pitcher's a little too tall for Sebastian. I'm glad that man's hardly ever here because he would eat the shit out of me. Legs coming away with the win. And the fact that I found out later that means that he's actually going to be able to challenge for the Prospect Championship on the 12th. Which is a belt he's had.
Yeah. So it's like
bust out.
Dimitri or Kid, if Kid happens to win.
I was gonna say Randy's busting out. Not even get into that. Randy's gonna have to bust out his prospect title, isn't he?
Yeah.
God.
We'll see.
Yeah, no.
But then after that, we had the tag team championship match between the Lost Boys and the Boys with Hilda, and it was pretty much what I expected it to be.
These four are always so physical with each other.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
They're all four safe workers, but when they fight together, they fight like it looks legit as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Some of those
because there are four guys who are like, yeah, fuck snug, let's do it stiff.
Yeah. And amazing. I always like some of the hardest matches I ever see Silver in was Silver and Dave. I talked about that all the time of how it legitimately looked like Sagan and Silver hated each other.
Yeah.
And it's the same with Silver and Prince. Every time Silver and Prince in there, it looks like they are literally trying to kill each other.
I think they are, and they're just letting it, pretending it's a match.
And Gabe is proving more and more to be he's not necessarily a true big man, but he is a dominant force.
Yeah. It's like he can be a powerhouse when he wants to,
Yeah.
but I think he's just too technical to be pure powerhouse.
Fucking stout little motherfucker. But him going against Sky is just always amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed this tag match. Like I said, physicality off the charts was great. And
then, of course, I did enjoy the fact that you had Brick coming in. The ref was properly distracted. And, it's like it spelled the demise of the Lost Boys.
Yeah, it did. And that's the other thing is I love how it is obviously set up for next week. The physicality, Hilda's involvement was great. Hilda's getting better and better the more she's out there.
Yes.
That's something, we always talked about when Jinx was first starting. Of how when she was out there, she was getting better and better as far as like placement and do this and do that.
We need Corey to come back so we can have Jinx back again.
Yeah.
Or at least just put Jinx in the ring.
Yeah, that would be great too. But no, having Hilda out there and her doing more and more like we saw, 2 weeks ago when she got involved in that match and Jake picked her up and dropped her. Amazing work. So it's one of those, seeing her more is great. And then it is pretty much ended the way we thought it would. The boys retaining, which is good because that's, we need them to kind of continue that reign a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
But then after that, we had Brick Savage coming back out and taking on Mikey B as the start of Mikey B's World Tour.
One night only.
One night only. It stopped dead.
Literally.
Yeah.
No, literally did.
It's like we saw murder on last Saturday. That was just rough.
Told you, everyone should have worn black.
Yeah. But actually, I got to say that Mikey, I'm loving the evolution of Mikey B as we were seeing, because, yes, he was taking on Brick Savage. So he knew that,
He cheated.
A straight up, fair fight was not going to end well for him, so he took initiative. He went and attacked Brick right out of the gate, and
before the bell,
the bell even. Yeah. It didn't help.
No, nothing's going to help against Brick. That man is scary, dangerous
person.
But yeah, it's one of those where I love if it's going where I think it's going. I've alluded to it several times of just the slow turn of the demise of BFF. And Sammy being in the middle of it because she's got lust in her eyes for Matlock.
Okay. Here's the funny thing, though. I don't know if you watched the after show, but I was talking to Matt, to All-Star Matlock after his match.
Say it again.
All-Star Matlock. And Sammy came in, and Matt was like, "What are you doing here? Why aren't you at the hospital with Mikey?"
Exactly.
She's like, "Well, I've got the keys. It's fine." Just kind of hang on. And he's like, "No, you need to go to the hospital."
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's going to be a triangle insofar as, it's like Mikey loves Sammy loves Matt loves...
Telling you.
That's going to be great.
It's the mega powers exploding. It's going to be awesome.
God.
That's what I've been talking about the whole time.
No, it's actually, this does make it clear, with Sammy being Miss Elizabeth.
Thank you. I don't know why you're just now catching that. I've been alluding to it for like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Alluding to it, but sometimes you do have to hit me over the head with the bat.
Damn.
You know, it's like I'm not always catching things.
No,
okay,
and I love it because it's not the way you think it would go. You think it would be Matt being the heel. No, this is going to be Mikey. Because Mikey is going to
Mikey's going to do the heel turn. We're going to have a face all-star. That's going to be hilarious.
It is. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait for it. And again, like I said,
this is what we're hoping happens.
I was going to say, we don't know what's happening.
Thing.
That's what it looks like, and I'm like I said, I'm here for it because as a kid, watching the Mega Powers explode was great.
Yes.
Watching BFF explode is going to be great.
I fucking love you for that. I swear to God.
Pop and lock. Yeah, it's still funny. But yeah, it's like. But the thing is, like with Brick Savage, you know how much I love monster wrestlers, and Brick is my latest obsession with that because I'm just But this next match. Holy crap, the Texas Death Match. I will admit I was kind of expecting it to be an old school Texas Death Match where you had the weapons and it got a little rough and everything like that, but it was like old school
No,
stuff.
it was
this was a holy crap.
And I love how it was because I was always worried. I was like, oh, how much of a Texas Death Match we actually getting? Because 1, it's MPX, and 2, I saw that purple canvas. I'm like, oh, we ain't fucking that up, so no blood. Yeah. And then right before they were changed, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. They kept one of the old canvases too.
Because I don't know if many people know this, canvases are expensive as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you have them colored like that.
Oh,
so,
yes. It's like a basic canvas is like $250, $300 on its own, and that's not including shipping.
Yeah.
And I think it's made by like 1, maybe 2 places in all of America.
Yeah.
So
having them change it, I was excited. I was like, ooh, yay. And then it was also one of those because we've seen Lock bleed.
Yeah. Lock bleeds.
And
Lock bleeds a lot.
Lock bleed. Well, that's the thing. He bleeds a lot, but he also clots well. So he stops bleeding really quick.
No, and that was actually after the show. I was like, how did you? What?
It's like
when you bleed. But when you stop, you stop.
It's like Wolverine. It's the healing power.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then Tommy Bolton. God damn.
Here's an interesting bit of trivia. That was Tommy Bolton's first death match.
Yeah.
First hardcore match other than chairs.
And that was amazing. Both of them went all out. They brought the gussets, which was great.
Yeah, it's like I would not have believed at all that this was Tommy Bolton's first death match.
No, and like I said, I was like, I could have sworn he had done one before, but no. And same with Locke. I thought Locke had done one. No, he's only done cage and hardcore matches.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, okay.
So this was the first time for both of them to do a match to this level. They did it at MPX.
The greatest thing out of that match, or one of my favorite memories, is Locke writing "Die in Blood" on the door. Very reminiscent of Steve Corino and Jerry Lynn. Was amazing. Yeah. That little tribute, and then just the pictures that Ernie gets of it. Did you see Matt Locke's description of what it's like when the gusset plate goes in? He said it's like somebody chewing rocks next to you. I bet.
It's like, that just hurt me.
I bought those and picking it up. I cut myself like there. I didn't realize how sharp they actually were.
Yeah, no, they're sharp as fuck.
And there's really nowhere to grab them. So
it's like, given what they're supposed to be for, they have to be that sharp.
And then the thumbtacks, barbed wire, like doors, chairs. We saw a lot. Fucking crutch getting shoved in Dalton's face.
That crutch didn't get shoved in anyone's face. That hit Matlock and shattered.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Some people in the front row hard cam side got some. I got the plastic arm.
It was it was actually a very rough night for Dalton.
Yeah, poor Dalton. It's like, I think it was one of the 3 matches of the Sons of Mayhem. Somebody kicked him or something.
Pretty sure
that.
It was Jake's long ass leg.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the ring. But no.
The camera almost died.
Yeah.
Luckily it did not.
Again.
But yeah, that death match definitely, at least for me, because I am a sadistic fuck, match of the year candidate.
I'll agree with you. Is as uncomfortable as it was starting to make me in some places.
Yeah, you got up.
Yeah,
you had to walk around.
I told you, I was like, it's not just because of the sitting there and sitting in chairs and beating each other up with stuff that bothered me about what I saw of death matches before getting into the indie scene.
See.
I don't like gore. I don't like a whole lot of blood and everything like that. It's weird.
More. But that was amazing. I loved every second of it.
Oh God,
both of them delivered. That was the thing I love. And I love the exits, too. Locke, getting his, standing ovation, cheering, everything like that. Mm-hmm. Everyone waiting. Music stops. Bolton, Travis tries him up. He shoves him off. He walks off. People applaud him. That's the way it should be done.
What's funny is, it's like I remember when Matlock came in, he was, they were booking him baby. And, it's like people were like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah. And they tried to do the whole team him up with Dexter thing. Mm-hmm. And that went nowhere, to be perfectly honest.
No, it's like I said last week. If you would have told me, months ago, Locke would be the most over babyface, I would be like, fuck you, right? You're wrong. There's no way. Yeah. People are not going to cheer him.
It's like, and he did a fantastic job with the heel run with the Mayhem Mafia, and now with Mikey B, with this switch that you can slowly see happening with them.
It's going to implode. It's going to be great.
It's absolutely fantastic. I am enjoying the hell out of it. And Matlock is an all-star, to be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm. Say it again.
Matlock is an all-star.
There we go. Oh, you removed it.
It fell off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we need him back so he can put it back.
Unfortunately, because of the way he stuck it on and the fact that stuff was getting under it, it just...
But yeah. No, like I said, there's not many more things I can say of how good that match was.
Yeah. It's like we could sit here and just gush, but we'd be repeating ourselves again and again. But that was Predator and Prey, very fitting name. Mm-hmm. And like I said on the after show, we saw hopes, dreams, and bodies destroyed in this night, and it was glorious to watch.
Mainly Mikey.
I'm sorry, Bolton and Locke.
Yeah, but they were fine. They were able to walk. They had to get a shovel for Mikey and then stretcher him out, send him to the hospital.
True.
His fiance doesn't even care.
But then you have next week, this coming Saturday, September 3rd, Metroplex Combat. This is the one we've been waiting for a couple of months now, in which we're going to, I was like, honestly, the draw of the entire show is the fact that the MPX Prospect Championship will be defended by Dmitry Alexandrov against the pronoun protagonist, Kid Bandit.
Is that an actual thing?
I think, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. We're finally going to get to see Kid Bandit live. Mm-hmm. The clips I've seen, the match I've seen, they are really good. They're really talented. It's one of those where I don't know if there's a better opponent for them to match up with than Dimitri. Because Dimitri can really work any style, but he also has a love for a lot of the things that Kid Bandit loves. Like I said, it's a live action anime fight. It's what it's going to be.
It's like, remember, you will not see a bigger collection of geeks outside of a Comic-Con than in wrestling.
Yeah. And so this match is going to be really good. It is one of those like I said, putting the title on the line, it really kind of leaves you nowhere to go. Because let's be honest, Kid Bandit's probably expensive. They are not local. So yeah, Dimitri probably wins this, if not loses by DQ or countout or something, where he keeps the title. If it would have just been Dimitri versus Kid Bandit and they didn't mention for the Prospect title, you give that illusion of, maybe Kid wins. And again, this is me overanalyzing shit as normal.
It's still going to be a hell of a match to watch.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Do you follow Kid Bandit's page? Have you seen the videos they've posted of when they started training compared to now?
I haven't.
Very, very different Kid Bandit. It's like,
which most are, if you actually look at all their most wrestlers' careers. It's not everyone has legs to where they start out, and that's just what they are.
It's like they had a video of them practicing the windmill kick, like day one of practicing the windmill kick and everything. And he's like, very honestly, if that hadn't been posted by Kid Bandit, I would not have believed that was Kid Bandit.
Yeah.
But then you see the now of it, in which they're doing a windmill kick, but they're like doing extra spins.
Yeah.
It's a triple Lutz or whatever.
Yeah, it's amazing. That match is going to be great, and it's one of those where obviously it's what the card's going to be built around. It's what everyone is excited for. It is going to be great. But there is a match on that card, and I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
That is match of the year. I'm just telling you right now, that right there is a candidate for match of the year, and it is.
It is the match between the Texas Chainsaw Sky.
That's not what I was talking about, but go ahead. Yes, that match is going to be great, too.
Which one were you talking about? Oh, the Fatal 4-Way?
No.
Oh,
there you go. God damn.
The championship match.
Yes, those two men are gonna. It's amazing. That is a match that you could main event any card in any promotion whatsoever.
Yeah.
Exodus Prime versus the Tommy Becker. Oh my God, the athleticism, the charisma of those two.
Yeah,
that match right there is going to be a match of your contender.
And the thing is, it's like Tommy doesn't have to change a thing, and this is going to be a glorious match to watch because this is going to be two huge egos clashing. It's going to be two guys who they're the best ever in their own eyes. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like Tommy Becker with the Dalton!
And who's to tell them they're wrong? I mean, they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Two of the best talents, not only in Texas, but in the wrestling world, really.
Well, okay, but also, you know, kind of being fair, one of them just recently wrestled on Impact, so.
That is very true.
Which, congratulations to Exodus Prime, JD Griffey. Holy crap, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be great. But yeah, Exodus and the Tommy Becker, which, again, I think I love because it's technically heel versus heel, but Tommy is kind of in that tweener phase, depending who he's against, if he's face or heel.
Like I said, it's easily explained by you got two huge egos clashing. It's going to be perfectly fine. They can both remain pure heel and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's going to be great. That match, yes, I'm very much looking forward to Kid and Dimitri, Sky and Brick, but Exodus and Tommy, that's it's amazing.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and go back to the singles match of Sky De La Cremosa and Brick Savage. We'll talk more in depth with Brick later on Rehab After Dark. But this one is going to be... It's going to be savage. It's going to be violent. It's going to be just...
It's going to be physical.
Do we still have the...
Physical as hell.
Yeah, I was like, do we still have the under canvas... The purple one.
They might need it. I don't know. These two men are going to, because again, Brick is here to cement himself in MPX, and Sky's very pissed off at Brick because he has cost him a lot. He cost him tag titles, cost him an opportunity for the prospect title. Like Sky, they killed his little best friend. Like Sky's got a lot of anger towards Brick. So this match is going to be very physical. It's very heated.
You know, Sky's used to being the resident monster of MPX. You know, for someone to come in and just step on his toes like that. Yeah. In addition to everything else,
that's
Sky's
the thing,
not
though,
happy.
is, and God, Sky will come you for saying this. When's the last time he was a true monster, though? Like, let's think about it. When's the last time people heard his music, saw him come out, and were terrified and like, oh my God, he's going to kill this person? We haven't seen that version of Sky in a long time. I think we will see it this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
But we haven't seen that Sky in a long time.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks. But
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, like I said, I think that Sky is going to come back, but it is Brick's a dangerous motherfucker, man. Like, that's scary.
Then we also have the MPX Tag Team Championship matches. The BFFs are going to be taking on the boys, and
with Sammy and Hilda.
Yeah, with Sammy and Hilda. So that'll be just like, at least that part should be sort of taken care of between the two.
My money's on Hilda.
I'm not going to lie. I'm with you on that one.
You can't. You don't fuck with crazy, okay? Just saying, don't do that.
But this one, I'm looking forward to this one because, like, we've seen the boys on the tear that they've been on, and
it's their kingdom.
They've had help every once in a while, but at the same time, you can still absolutely believe that they can win these matches on their own, team on team rather.
Oh, they can. The boys are one of the most dominant tag teams in the area right now. Depending
on what part of the multiverse you're in.
Yeah, we're talking about this one.
Yeah.
There's nothing stronger than a brotherhood, and when they are out there together as a team, they're dangerous because they know each other so well, and the tag team's moves they use, and knowing when the other one needs a break or needs to get out or needs help, like they are there for each other. And again, it's the you got the power and the technicality of Gabe, and you've got just the, I'll do anything to my body, Tommy, who's going to throw it out there, and his kicks and chops and punches. Like it's a dangerous tag team. And as we've seen, yes, Locke and Mikey have their moments of where they're a good tag team. But there is that dissension. There is that line, and it's
I don't know. They might be finally reaching that even keel. Mikey's getting a little more sinister. Matt's getting a little more, valorous, and
but that might
once they hit that level, they might
turn the hurt Locke though.
Yeah,
like and again, Mikey's training with Locke and getting better, and so we'll see. I do think obviously the boys will take this. I think, obviously something's going to happen. Because, again, like I said, I'm here for the storyline of the split and the implosion. It's going to happen.
I really don't want it to happen, though, because if you look at it, how many face tag teams do we have?
You can always build tag teams. We've seen MPX do it before. We've said that before. Yeah. Oh, MPX has no tag teams, and all of a sudden one will come along and boom, we're there. Yeah. We can do it. But MPX can do it.
Nothing's been concentrated on. It's like we've seen. Let's be honest. To be perfectly fair, it's been a rotating. A rotation of the Lost Boys, Sons of Mayhem, and BFF.
Right, and I was going to and don't forget Civil Disorder when they were there, because that's kind of what we were doing.
But that's the thing. They're not there anymore.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is what I'm going back to is if we look at the history of MPX, as much as we love tag team wrestling and as good tag teams are in MPX, we've never had a focus on tag teams. There really has never been a strong 5 or 6 tag teams in MPX. We usually always have 1, maybe 2. They bring someone in, they get it, we run with it a little bit, then we rotate out to someone, we give it back. Like it's never been hey, we've got 8 or 10 strong tag teams, we have a good tag team division. Yeah. I love MPX, I love tag team wrestling. Tag teams have never really been a focus at MPX. But with that being said, though, they are still very good at putting on tag team matches and tag team championships and doing title runs. The boys' title run is good.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I don't necessarily want it to end, because they can keep bringing in face tag teams or whatever and rotate out, and they'll be good. Eventually, you can build a fucking Bane and whoever else to beat them. They can set that storyline up somehow. You could bring in fucking Morgan and Fitz, heavy metal. Bring them in. There's a lot of things they can do. But right now, that implosion split, that needs to happen because it's going to be good.
Could absolutely devastate the boys. Bring in Brick and his tag team partner, Damo.
Yeah, but again, can't. That's heel. Can't do that. And let's be honest,
I could see a turn though. For the boys.
Yeah,
for the boys.
That's the thing. Brick right now doesn't need help. Brick's destroying the roster on his own just fine.
Yeah. But I am still looking forward to this one way or the other. And like was pointed out, Hilda is a hell of an act on her own. And the fact that she has gotten better, more involved into the matches, and honestly has become more of a character. That's why I'm glad we've got her on MPX Rehab. 2 weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I guess it's getting there.
Yep. So it'll be the final of our Rookie of the Year series. But yeah.
Rookie? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Managers are allowed?
We had Ref Nick last year, and he got 3rd.
Okay.
So, well.
Okay. I just felt like one time I suggested that and never got yelled at, so.
Wasn't by me.
Yeah, no, that was back when management was running it.
Yeah. But we've also got that 6-person tag match in which we're going to have the Sons of Mayhem, Nasty Nick Nash, Judge Jake Lindsay, that guy Red Chambers, taking on the Iron Belly and Morgan Mercy and a mystery opponent.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Iron Belly or Morgan, so it's going to be good to see them back, and everyone knows what I'm going to say. To me, the mystery person has to be Fitz, right? Like that's his partner, his little sister's in it.
It's like, yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
It does. So
I'm just hoping that this doesn't follow the Click storyline in which we're going to have a Hollywood Hogan moment.
Whose side are they on?
Yeah.
But I mean, it also, if we think and we look, it could be, could be someone else. It could be, Legs did beat Red. Maybe it's Legs. Who knows? I think it's going to be good wherever. but it's a really big moment for Sons of Mayhem. They need that win, no matter who the other person is. They need that win.
Oh, I got the assurance that the Sons of Mayhem are going to come back stronger than ever.
Yeah, and they honestly need to because, like I said, it's been a while since one of them's gotten it. So
we have somebody saying they hope it's DMG.
No, why don't do that to him? Sons of Mayhem are not fans of Dalton, so no. That would not go well. Hayden would be interesting. I don't see it happening, but that would be another good one. We could, like I said, it could be anyone. It's going to be good to see, though, because like I said, one, I want to see how the Sons of Mayhem work as a trio, which I'm assuming is going to be good. And then, it's just good to see he's dead. It's good to see Iron Belly and Morgan back at MPX, graduates who are
Ultimate
there.
Plot twist, the mystery opponent, or the mystery tag team partner, it's
ghost,
Kirby.
I was going to say the ghost of Stephen Kirby.
Yeah, it's Stephen Kirby.
No, it's Ghost. Remember, dead, R.I.P.
But, I am looking forward to this because it is going to be the final chapter of this story with the Sons of Mayhem and the beginning of the next one, I think. Because either way, after this match, we're going to see a change in fortune of in some way.
Yeah. Because like I said, I don't want them to split yet. But if they lose, that's a
exactly
very big possibility.
Happen. Yeah.
But getting that win and being the dominant, because again, I love MPX because they always have like at least one dominant stable, one dominant faction, and the Sons of Mayhem can be that.
Yeah.
We haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
God, I would love if it's Dave, but it's not.
Yeah,
there's no way. That man.
MPX management is not shelling out for a ticket.
I was
going to
say it's going to take a lot to bring that man in. Not even that. It's not even a money thing. I literally think Dave just doesn't want to come back to Texas.
Well, last time we talked to him, he said, maybe eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Philly, and that's his home, and he never really was a big fan of Texas, so...
He won't come back for good, but,
if he didn't come back for Destiny, that he is Mr. Destiny, and if he didn't come back for Tatum winning the belt, his best friend, he ain't coming back.
Or, come back for Purple Rain, which might have been the last show.
Yeah, so Dave ain't come back.
But
I say never. I will stand by that.
Yeah. We also have the fatal four-way match with Jason Silver.
No, say that right.
Fatality
four-way. Okay, I thought you miswrote it. That's my bad.
Yeah, if I don't hear that sound if I don't hear it during this match, at some point I will be very disappointed.
I always heard toasty.
Yeah. That one too, I guess, but then that would have to be like when Exodus does his little thing to the back of the head. Yeah,
he yells out Hadouken.
Oh yeah, he does. That's right. That's got to be copyrighted, isn't it? But no.
You know what? Sebastian Envy did the Kamehameha punch, so.
God damn you.
But the immortal Jason Silver, Tommy Dean, the reincarnation of excellence, Kari Wright, and the leading man, Michael Schaefer. What a collection here.
This is going to be amazing because you got two really, honestly, veteran pillars of MPX and Silver and Schaefer. And then you've got two guys who are trying to make a name for themselves in MPX. You've got the Tommy Dean. Yes, I did do the... I don't know why. You've got Tommy Dean coming in, trying to make a claim, and has for a while that MPX is his. And he's come awful close. He is something that the fans love. And it's something that every time he's on the card, the match is amazing. And then you've got Kari, who is proving and keeps proving, because you've said it, he's not a coattail rider. He's not a shadow. He is just as good as everyone he's been with.
Definitely.
And for me, like if I'm doing this, yes, it's Kari. I'm having Kari win this somehow.
I can see that. But then again, at the same time, Schaefer's had his streak going lately.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's also, is the click going to be out there? Are we going to see the entourage? Are we going to see...
Is Turtle going to help this time?
Turtle never helps. Turtles just weighs them down. And that's the thing is, I just kind of realized this. All of XV is in the building. Mm-hmm. Yeah, except for Wes. Yeah. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see. And you got Tommy and Silver. So, and if anyone knows, yes, XV may be a brotherhood, fraternity, and stable.
They
beat the shit out of each other more than anyone else.
They will absolutely kill each other. Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a great match, and it's exactly what it's going to be, a fatality 4-way. So I'm excited. Yep. I can't wait.
So that is going to be Metroplex Combat. I am totally looking forward to this, but then again, we've been looking forward to it for weeks.
Apparently, Tommy Dean's going after Curry, which that is an amazing match. So I'm down for it.
It's going to be great. I'll happily watch that. But make sure you have your tickets.
Silver beat Schaefer first though, because he's going to need it.
But you need to get your tickets for this weekend. I'm pretty sure most of it's filled up. They left some spaces for those of us who buy our season passes.
Which, if you're not buying season passes and you're there every week anyways, you're just wasting money, to be honest.
You're spending money you don't need to spend. Get your season pass. It's going to be fantastic. They are on sale still until after, of course, this Saturday. Mm-hmm. But... we will see y'all in about...
we'll see you Saturday, but there was two huge announcements that we saw. October 22nd.
Oh, yeah. October 22nd. We're going to see the culmination of the Matthew Palmer, J.D. Griffey...
We say culmination. Let's see. We're seeing round 2.
Yeah. Hey, you said you wanted a build. It's going to be
It's a great build, and a last man standing between these two. Oh, my God.
No, it's going to be...
because, neither one of them stood... the last match. So this match right here is going to be crazy.
They're going to kill each other. That's how it's going to end. We're going to have 2 caskets being rolled out of the building.
We've only got one. They got to share. Stack on top of each other.
We don't even have that one anymore. They're just going to make.
Oh, that one got round 2.
Yeah, we'll get Iron Belly to make them. But yeah, get your tickets. Make sure. Oh yeah, Abaddon coming.
I said 2.
Yeah.
Were you going to skip that?
Abaddon.
I figured you were excited for that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think Abaddon is actually a fantastic character. I know that there are people with certain opinions on Abaddon's capability in the ring.
I'll go ahead and say it. I am, as far as the character and everything she does, amazing. Terrifying. Love it. Is it they? Yep. Okay. They are, great. As far as in ring, I've never been, I don't think she's that good. Mm-hmm. So I do, but if I'm a promoter and booking, yes, I am booking. It's Halloween.
Okay.
Of course you're going to.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
I'll be honest. It's like I didn't really see a whole lot of Abaddon's in-ring work and everything like that. But when Abaddon was going for the AEW Women's Championship and everything, they were legitimately disturbing and terrifying in a lot of the stuff they did. And I'm like, yes!
Yes. Like I said, as far as the character, they are phenomenal. They are good. They own it. It's great. It's
Greg says they're better than a clown.
Yeah, but that's also my fear is it's Halloween and I'm trying to think of matches and I'm like, Abaddon and Malico would be great. Fuck! But no, that's the thing is it's whoever they go against, they have to be one of the best to help make it look good because that's my only fear is it's not going to be a good match. And it's, again, overanalyzing and just me loving wrestling. Mm-hmm. I want a good match out of it. I don't want just a good character and a good build. It's Halloween. We have this scary figure coming in. Ugh.
Abaddon v Sky, that would be a good one too.
That would be. But yeah, that's, one of those things where it's like, it depends what we have they against in order for me to be super, super excited about it. Like I said, Malico, I get kind of excited about that. Mm-hmm. If it's someone who is amazing in the ring, like say Exodus, who can make a plastic bag look believable and amazing, Exodus would be good. If fucking, Matthew Palmer's busy, so it can't be Palmer. But it has to be, to me, it has to be our top tier talent in order to make this match be like, holy shit, yes, this is going to be amazing.
You know what, before we completely sign out, I was thinking of something. We're talking about how Brick Savage is a new monster here at MPX.
Thank you, Richard.
Maybe we'll see that.
Apparently Abaddon's opponent's getting announced this weekend.
Woohoo!
Out of the 5 names I've mentioned, or is it one of them?
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, also make sure you stay tuned. Give us about 30 minutes. We're trying to get everything set up. And of course, we're waiting for Brick Savage to get here. Tune in for Rehab After Dark. It's going to be our first one of those. And hopefully it works out really well. Let us know what you thought of tonight's show in the comments and on Facebook and everything like that.
There's 14 of you. You motherfuckers better be back.
Yeah,
just saying.
15 on YouTube alone. We don't know what our Facebook engagement is, so we'll check that out too. But yeah, we're looking forward to that. So either way, mark out, ladies and gentlemen.
See y'all Saturday.
Well, and in 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, 30 minutes too.
Yeah.